Messina Hof's mission is a family-owned business based on three cornerstones of family, tradition, and romance, and is dedicated to produce a gold medal-winning wine in every varietal and to maximize opportunities developed from wines in tourism destination focused on the best hospitality, food, and customer service. Messina Hof's vision is to provide customers with quality, handcrafted Texas wines and to celebrate family and friends and to become the #1 producer of Texas wines and premier destination for Bryan College Station. Messina Hof's values are built around family, tradition, and romance. Messina Hof's mission statement is a good representation of their company as a whole, and it directly links to its values. They really have become a destination with their bed and breakfast, as they won the only AAA hospitality award in the College Station area. They also excel in their food and customer service because of their wine club members. They didn't have a vision statement, so we created one for them, and we believe it's a good representation of their future goals since they are evolving with technology.
Messina Hof has many strengths. The winery reports they are not prone to economic downturns in the summer like many College Station and Bryan businesses. And when school is in session, Messina Hof capitalizes on important events like parents' weekends, reading days, and banquets and other formals. Messina Hof has also already broken ground on some technological manufacturing advances. They have a new bottling machine that is able to bottle their wines, which makes their production process more efficient. My group saw an opportunity for Messina Hof to expand its business by opening a new location in either Houston or Dallas. Other opportunities entail going further in tech by implementing wine cellar tracking technology that makes it easier to collect buyer preferences. I'm sweating. A main weakness we found was Messina Hof's reluctance to branch out from using exclusively Texas grapes. However, we think Messina Hof's commitment to their roots just adds to their charm. Although the cost to switch from one wine to another is pretty insignificant, the threat of new entrants is actually low for Messina Hof. One would need money for equipment, and the required certificates from the state and federal government in order to compete with Messina Hof. Messina Hof keeps suppliers' bargaining power to a minimum by producing their own grapes. You might think Messina Hof doesn't care about you because their bargaining power of buyers is low, but as an Aggie company, you know they care. Out of Messina Hof's control is the threat of substitutes. There are many types of wine, and they're available to everybody, and they are very easy to access. Lastly, rivalry is low for Messina Hof. There are not many wineries close by that can compete with Messina Hof's intimate geographic market.
Messina Hof owns 20 acres and is one of their hardest to imitate tangible resources. They produce 3 types of grape varietals which people experience for themselves during the Great Stomping Fest Messina Hof holds annually. The Instagrammable venues and the bed and breakfast make Messina Hof unique and are effective in customer attraction strategies. Traditionally, Messina Hof reflects the Aggie family by being a family-owned business and strong organization for 40 years. Messina Hof offers memberships to its customers to get special deals on wines and discounts on large orders, which is one of Messina Hof's core competencies. With only 10% of their wines actually being sold in stores, being a member with Messina Hof adds to its small town charm and value that Aggies love. Although Messina Hof is working hard to separate themselves from the rest by implementing a state-of-the-art bottling system, Messina Hof is not considered rare due to the large amount of wineries in Texas, making them a competitive parity.
Messina Hof Winery is a focus differentiator. They were the first winery in Bryan College Station, and they only use Texas-grown grapes, which appeals to local consumers that are looking for a local product. However, the price for one of these bottles of wine is usually $10 to $20. As a differentiator, Messina Hof could increase their prices of each bottle of wine to convey that quality message of their products. They have a focused strategy because they focus on consumers that are 21 and up, and specifically Texas residents and Texas A&M students. But, however, they are moving to focus their strategy more towards Texas residents as they've opened 2 new locations, one in Houston and one in Fredericksburg. Lastly, they have a dominant business strategy because 70% of their sales come from wine. However, they do have businesses that we mentioned in our earlier presentation and that you've seen throughout our video, such as the bed and breakfast, the restaurant, and their event center where they host formals and weddings.
Our recommendation for Messina Hof would be to revamp its marketing strategy. Most people outside of the Bryan College Station area have not heard of Messina Hof. Therefore, revamping its marketing strategy and taking out local ads in newspapers close to the Bryan College Station area, increasing its social media presence like in Facebook ads can go a long way in driving consumers into the vineyard and experiencing the awesome wine that Messina Hof has to offer. Another recommendation we have for Messina Hof is to revamp its bottling and labeling strategy. While roughly 10% of their sales come from H-E-B and other retail locations, we think that's not because of people not knowing what Messina Hof is, but people simply not being able to find the bottles inside the stores. Therefore, I think if they underwent a nice marketing survey, studied the demographics they're trying to reach, and really made their labeling more aesthetically pleasing, people will be able to recognize the bottling inside the store, therefore driving more sales. After speaking with management, they made it very clear they want to continue the success of their wine club. Now, this is pretty problematic because they don't participate in many events outside of the Bryan College Station area. Therefore, not many consumers who want to spend money on a wine club have heard of this winery. Therefore, we find it very appealing for Messina Hof to participate in other events and festivals outside of the location to get their word out.